What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Cartoons have been around for decades, but on the other hand, YouTube just became a thing in the last 10 years. Surprisingly, so many of the biggest creators on the platform have striking similarities to some of your favorite cartoons, so today we're looking at 10 YouTubers who look like cartoon characters. Now, if you think old cartoons are way better than new cartoons, leave a like on the video and comment your favorite cartoon from when you were a kid. I mean, Courage the Cowardly Dog was definitely my thing, but anyways, let's get right into it. Number 10, Jesse Wellens. If you're gonna be compared to a cartoon character, everybody knows you really wanna hope you get someone cool and not weird looking. Luckily, Jesse Wellens got lucky, because aside from a few differences, he really looks like Gladiolus from Final Fantasy 15. I mean, when you throw up two images of both of them, it's pretty hard not to notice the similarities. Like, I love Final Fantasy as a game series, and the new mobile game Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire, is so sick. Like, you can defeat monsters in the Proving Grounds and unlock treasures to build up a sweet looking character. You also have guilds to play with your friends, and the best part is, there's not just one, no, but 45 different troop types to choose from. If you guys end up trying it out, make sure to join my guild called Top 5 Central so we can team up and fight together. Huge thanks to the creators of Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire for sponsoring this clip. If you haven't, make sure to click that top link in the description and come play with me. It's lit. Number 9, Leafy is here. Okay, I'll admit it, this isn't a super well-known character we're talking about here, but the similarity between the two of them is still pretty crazy. So, if you've never seen Horton Hears a Who, it's a fun little kids movie with a character called JoJo, who has long black hair, mostly wears gray, and has big puffy cheeks. Sound familiar? If not, just compare that description to Leafy is here in your head, because I think you'll be shocked by what you figure out. Scary, isn't it? The funny emo Who from the movie looks almost exactly like everyone's favorite reaction channel. Who knew? Number 8, Cole Lambrin. Now, if you're gonna be compared to any cartoon character, you should probably hope it's a Disney one, because at least they look, well, kinda human? So with that said, Cole Lambrin from Cole and Sab should actually be pretty happy with his doppelganger, right? Well, yes and no. I mean, Kristoff from Frozen does have a good shot at becoming a prince, which is cool, but he also shares food with his pet reindeer, talks to himself, and apparently has a problem with showering. Not really someone you want to be compared to, even if your scruffy blonde hair and love of hats make you look almost exactly the same.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
Somebody's gotta tell him.
Number 7, Trisha Paytas. Everyone knows Trisha for being loud, super girly, and occasionally pretty dramatic, which is the exact personality of the cartoon character she looks like. I mean, yeah, she's blonde, blue-eyed, and always dressed in pink, just like Charlotte from The Princess and the Frog, but it's the personal stuff that really takes this comparison over the edge. Why? Well, because she's also super bubbly and hyperactive, and she also gets a reputation for being a bit annoying at times. But the truth is that she's actually a total sweetheart with a heart of gold. Number 6, JackSepticEye. Let's face it, if you're a YouTuber and you dye your hair, fans are gonna go crazy trying to find a fictional character to compare you to. Not just that, but if you're a YouTuber with green hair who has a reputation for being insanely energetic and positive, aka JackSepticEye, then there's really only one choice. Have you got it yet? Well, if you don't, I'll give you a clue. They have wings. That's right, Jack's cartoon equivalent is none other than Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents, although I don't remember Cosmo being Irish in the show.
Timmy is an average kid who no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him command.
Number 5, Tyler Oakley. So, if you've ever watched Tyler Oakley, then you'll know he's dyed his hair a bunch of colors over the years, so the same cartoon character doesn't always apply to him. With that said, whenever he goes back to his natural blonde, there's one name that shows up in his comment section over and over again. It's kind of obscure, but with his spiky blonde hair and round glasses, he looks exactly like Lewis from Meet the Robinsons. I mean, sure, Tyler might not be like a child genius or love inventing, but he does edit his videos, so I guess that makes him like a technology whiz kid in his own way, right? Number 4. When someone says you look like a cartoon character, they normally don't mean it as a compliment, and that's even more true when the character just isn't that cool. With that said, Lance Stewart actually dealt with being called Randall from Recess pretty well. He even made a fun Instagram skit where none of his friends could look at him without seeing the character. Anyway, chances are you won't be able to look at his hair and strange posture the same way ever again, and you might hear the Recess theme tune whenever you try and watch one of his videos.
Yo, what's up? You guys okay? Like, what are you looking at?
Number 3. Zoella's whole internet brand is based on her being kinda shy, but super adorable, so it makes sense that her cartoon twin will be the same way. Like, I'm not sure when it happened, but at some point, her whole fandom agreed she had one super specific Disney doppelganger, Jane from Tarzan. I mean, I don't think we'll see her swinging through the jungle anytime soon, but other than that, it makes a lot of sense. Long brown hair, check. Blue eyes, check. Famous for being super positive and nice no matter what, check and check. Number 2, Nash Grier. I've got to admit that this one is a little weird, and I'll explain why in a second, but if we're just gonna go on looks, then this is actually pretty accurate. I mean, Nash Grier is famous on certain parts of the internet for being, how can I put this, like a girl's dream, so it's kinda natural to compare him to a Disney prince. With that said, there's no denying that he does look a lot like Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. Like, just look at him. He's got the dark hair, the eyebrows, even the eye color's right. Now all he needs is to start dating a redhead who loves the beach. Number 1, Jerome ASF. Okay, I need you guys to help me on this, because I can't decide if being compared to this character is a good thing or not. I mean, sure, he looks a little goofy, but he's a lot of people's favorite, and he's been around ever since the 90s. In case you haven't guessed, I'm obviously talking about Doug. You know, the 12-year-old from the show Doug with a big nose and spiky blonde hair. As for who I'm comparing it to, it turns out he looks a lot like the Minecraft YouTuber Jerome ASF. Like, it freaks me out how accurate it is. And there's a video on the top 10 YouTubers who look like cartoon characters. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead, slap the like button, and subscribe for future uploads. Also, huge thanks to Final Fantasy 15 for sponsoring this video. Like I said, if you guys want to come play with me, join my guild, and I'd love to play with you. Anyways, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow.